Hello viewers, and welcome to our lecture series on soil science and ecology. Today's lecture will be on the physical and chemical nature of soil. The physical and chemical nature of soil. Now I want to look at the physical and chemical properties of soil. The physical and chemical properties of soil. Now, the physical properties of soils in order of decreasing importance include soil horizonation, texture, structure, bulk density, porosity, consistency, temperature, soil color, as well as resistivity. Those are the constituents of soil. Horizonation, texture, structure, bulk density, porosity, consistency, temperature, color, and resistivity. While the chemical properties of soil includes cation exchange capacity, anion exchange capacity, soil buffering capacity, and soil pH, which will be discussed later. We are discussing about the physical properties of soil. First, we want to look at horizonation. What are the horizons of soil? What does the word horizonation mean? Soil horizons are the discrete layers that make up a soil profile. Sometimes when you look at a soil, the soil, when the soil is dug from top to bottom, you tend to see some layers. Okay, they are typically parallel with the ground surface, different layers having slight differences in coloration. Okay, so those layers of the soil are referred to as the horizons of the soil. They are referred to as the horizons of the soil. In some soils, they show evidence of the actions of soil formation, soil forming processes. In some soils, the horizons show evidence of the actions of soil forming processes. Now I want to look at the different horizons of soils. Most soils have 6 main horizons. Most of the soils have 6 main horizons. These horizons are horizons O, horizon A, E, B, C, and R respectively. Most soils have these 6 horizons, horizon O, A, E, B, C, and R. I want to discuss about each of these horizons individually. The O horizons are dominated by organic material. The O horizons are dominated by organic materials. Organic materials such as the humus and other organic debris that are on the surface of the soil. Some are saturated with water for long periods or were once saturated but are now artificially drained. Others have never been saturated. So the surface of the soil, the O horizon, is usually saturated by water, usually as a result of precipitation. And in some swampy areas, these soils are permanently waterlogged. They are permanently or periodically exposed or covered by water. The next horizon we want to look at is the A horizon. A horizon are mineral layers that formed at the surface or below an O horizon that exhibit obliteration of all or much of the original rock structure and that show one or both of the following. Okay. The O horizons are mineral layers that's usually made up of sand, silt, and clay. They are usually made up of sand, silt, and clay. And they're usually formed on the surface. That's where there's no O horizon. But when there is O horizon, they form below an O horizon. And they exhibit obliteration. Obliteration basically means to erase or obscure something completely, leaving no trace of it. Okay, so they exhibit obliteration or loss of all or much of the original rock structure. And they show one or both of the following characteristics. The A horizons show one or both of the following features. One, an accumulation of humidified organic matter. An accumulation of organic matter intimately mixed with the mineral fraction and not dominated by properties characteristic of E or B horizons. So organic matter, humidified organic matter basically means organic matter that have already started decomposing. It's forming humus or has formed humus. So this humidified organic matter are accumulated in the A horizon. They accumulate in the A horizon and they are mixed with the soil. The A horizon have properties that are different from those of the E and the B horizons. The second feature that's also common to the A horizon is that it exhibits modification as a result of actions of cultivation, pasturing, or similar kinds of disturbances. Since it is at the surface, cultivation, when farmers tend to work on the soil to cultivate the soil, it's been modified, it's been altered. Then pasturing, when uh, the cattle, the goats, and the sheep graze on the surface, on the grasses, they also cause modification of the soil, and other kinds of disturbances result in the modification of the A horizon periodically. Now, the next horizon we want to look at is the E horizon, or they are the E horizons. E horizons are mineral layers that exhibit one, the loss of silicate clay, iron, aluminium, humus, or some combination of these, leaving a concentration of sand and silt particles. So the E horizon exhibits loss of silicate clay, iron, aluminium, humus, or some combination of these. So in the E horizon, these particles are leached, they are washed down to the B horizon. These constituents, silicate clay, iron, aluminium, and humus, are washed off, are lost from the E horizon and are being deposited in the B horizon, illuviated in the B horizon. The E horizon also exhibits obliteration of all or much of the original rock structure. The E horizon also exhibits obliteration of all or much of the original rock structure. Now the B horizons. The B horizons are mineral layers that are typically formed below an A, E, or O horizon and are dominated by obliteration of all or much of the original rock structure and show one or more of the following. Now, the B horizons are formed below an A, E, or A horizon. So it can either be under or below each of these horizons, or it is formed below the E horizon, usually. In a soil that have all the 6 horizons, it is formed below the E horizon. Okay, it is formed below the E horizon and is dominated by obliteration of all or much of the original rock structure. And it has the following features too. 1, alluvial concentration of silicate clay, iron, aluminium, humus, carbonate, gypsum, or silica alone or in combination. The silicate clay, iron, aluminium, humus, and other constituents that were lost in the E horizon are being domiciled or alluviated in the B horizon. The silicate clay, iron, and aluminium that were alluviated or lost in the E horizon are being alluviated or deposited in the B horizon. The solid particles lost through leaching are deposited in the B horizon, which then can be regarded as a zone of elevation. Because the B horizon receives the particles that were lost through leaching from the E horizon, since it's always receiving, it is said to be the zone of elevation. So that's why the B horizon is called the zone of elevation. The B horizon is referred to as the zone of elevation. The B horizon also exhibits evidence of removal of carbonates. It exhibits evidence of removal of carbonates. It shows the evidence of removal of carbonates. B horizon also has residual concentration of sesquioxides. Sesquioxides are insoluble compounds. Okay, it has residual concentration of these compounds. Then the B horizon has coatings of sesquioxides that make the horizon conspicuously lower in value, higher in chroma, or redder in hue than overlaying horizon without apparent elevation of iron. So the coatings of sesquioxides make this horizon, the B horizon, to be reddish in color. It makes it to be reddish in color, even without the presence of iron. Even without the presence of iron. You know, iron makes the soil to be either brownish or reddish. But the presence of these sesquioxides makes this soil to have this reddish coloration. The presence of the coatings of sesquioxides on the particles of the B horizon makes the soil particles to be reddish in color, The B horizon also exhibits alteration that forms silicate clay or liberates oxides or both, and that forms granular, blocky, or prismatic structure if volume changes accompany changes in moisture content or brittleness. So B horizon also exhibits alteration that forms silicate clay or liberates oxides or both, that forms granular, blocky, or prismatic structures. So these soil structures, granular structures, blocky structures, and prismatic structures are also formed in the B horizon. Granular structures, blocky soil structures, and prismatic soil structures are also formed in the B horizon. Now I want to look at the C horizons. What does the C horizon contain? C horizons are mineral layers which are not bedrock and are little affected by hydrogenetic processes and lack properties of O, E, O, A, E, or B horizons. So the C horizons are usually found below the B horizons, and they are mineral layers. Okay, they are mineral layers. They are below the B horizon, and they mainly contain sand, silt, and clay. That's why the C horizon is called a mineral layer. Contains the soil separates sand, silt, and clay. The last horizon we want to look at is the R horizon, or they are the R horizons. R horizons are layers of bedrock. They are referred to as the bedrocks of the soil in the soil profile. The R horizon is referred to as a bedrock in the soil profile. Now I want to look at this figure to have a better understanding of soil horizonation. Now we have said already that soil horizonation refers to the discrete layers that make up the soil profile. Define soil horizonation to be the discrete layers that make up the soil profile. Soil horizonation refers to the discrete layers that make up the soil profile. Now this soil has various layers, stratas, okay, the various layers. Now at the top, we have the O horizon. The O horizon. The O horizon is further divided here into OI and OA. Just as we have said already, The O horizon is referred to as a layer that contains organic matter. So it has slightly decomposed organic litter, which include leaf litter and other even dead organisms, animals that are on the surface of the soil. Okay. And it also has some highly decomposed organic material, Below the O horizon is the A horizon. The A horizon, as described already, is a mineral horizon containing substantial humus and is dark in color. Earlier, we have said that it has humified organic matter. It is known to have humified organic matter that have formed humus that's already that have already undergone decomposition, concentrate in the A horizon. Now the B horizon, below the A horizon is the E horizon. Below the A horizon is the E horizon. The E horizon is lighter in color and lower in humus than the A horizon and characterized by loss of clay, living sand, and silt particles. So it really has sand and silt particles. Earlier, we have described it as a mineral layer that exhibits loss of silicate clay, humus, gypsum, or a combination of this. And these substances that have been lost in the E horizon are deposited in the B horizon. So the E horizon mainly contains mineral particles such as sand, silt, and clay. Below the E horizon is the B horizon, which exhibits accumulation of clay and development of bulky structure. Now, the B horizon, as we've said already, is referred to as the zone of eluviation. It is said to be the zone of eluviation because it receives the aluminium, iron, gypsum, and silicate clay that have been lost in the E horizon. These substances are deposited in the B horizon. So it's referred to as the zone of eluviation. Now, the A, E, and B horizons are referred to as the solum. That's the true soil. The A, E, and B horizons are referred to as solum. That's the true soil or the subsoil. Now, the following the B horizon is a C horizon, which is made up of unconsolidated earth material that may have withered to form the solum. Okay, so the C horizon is mainly made up of sand, silt, and clay particles, and it is usually unconsolidated, and it may have withered to form the solum. That's the A, E, and the B horizons. At the bottom is the R horizon, which is consolidated rock. The R horizon is the consolidated rock or the bed rock at the bottom. Now, this is another figure that's illustrating the soil stratas or the horizons. At the top, we have the O horizon that has leaf litter and plant life. Then this part forms this topsoil. Then below the O horizon, O and A horizons, we have the B and the E and the B, as well as the C horizons. This forms the subsoil, followed by the bedrock, which is the R horizon. Thank you very much for watching this video on soil science and ecology, particularly on soil horizontalization. Subsequent videos will look at other physical properties of soil. We appreciate your watching of these videos. Subscribe to the YouTube channel for more educative videos.